In this video, we will be checking out if you can make a good roller coaster if it goes all the way to the height limit. And next to being able to go up a lot, we are also going to go all the way down. And I made this hole, and if we are just going to fly into this, as you can see, this is extremely deep. I can barely see the top. So let's decide which coaster I should do this with. So I can either choose for a lift or a lounge, and I actually think a lift hill might be better. I don't think it matters too much where I place the station. I just need to make sure there's enough room for the chain lift itself. So yeah, this coaster has chain lift. I was correct. Yeah, this is going to be high. So let's just go about 40 meters. And this is going to go all the way to the top of the plot. I don't even know how many meters this is actually. Okay, so the highest point is 250 meters. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be a realistic coaster. I've actually been able to make it go even higher. It is now 255 meters. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is the highest we can go. And well, now that we are all the way at the top, yeah, let's see if we can make a somewhat realistic roller coaster. For this, we are also going to have to go all the way down to the ground. So I'm actually very curious how fast this coaster will go. So let me know down in the comments how fast you think this coaster is going to go. It is so high, I can barely see this thing with my camera. Let's go here. Okay, so we first need to create the first drop. Yeah, no, this is going to be an insane drop. I don't even know how I'm going to make this look good. We're just going to go slowly down. I might just make it like a beyond vertical drop since, well, I just have the room. Okay, I think something like that. We now slowly start to go back, and we are literally just doing this every single degree. I also just realized I can make these pieces a lot longer. Well, too late now. We are making sure this coaster is going to be smooth. Okay, and we are now at the ground. And yeah, as I thought, I need to enable ground tunneling or auto tunnel, whatever that is called. And yeah, well, we're going to continue, but in the ground, as we can see. And now we need to go all the way back, but oh my god, look at this drop. Who has ever seen a 255 meter drop? Or I think this is like 10,000 feet. Okay, the camera from now on is going to be a little bit scuffed since it's going to let me go half through here. I just need to make sure I go all the way to the plot. And well, as we can see, it goes down a lot and we are only here. Oh my god, I might just have to make it go straight for a little bit to actually make it. Okay, it is so deep, it's not even, there we go. Oh my god, that is insane. Okay. Let's now slowly go back up first, since otherwise the G-force at the bottom will be way too much for your body. Okay, I think now we are at the bottom of the plot. Oh my god. Look at what is happening here. Okay, yeah, we definitely went to 0 meters here. I'm not even sure what it's doing with the heights, since it says like different heights. I think this coaster might be taller than 500 meters. Like the first drop. I guess we can see actually how much the first drop. Oh, I am gone. It is so far away. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not letting me go in there. Guys, we are so much down that the tunneler actually doesn't work anymore. We are somehow under the ground. Why does it keep doing that? So if we look from sea level, it goes down 256 meters. And it goes up 255 meters. This coaster has a drop of more than 500 meters or like 20,000 foot. What am I doing? Okay, but now that we are at the bottom, yeah, we're just going to go slowly back up. Since I am actually scared of hitting the build water. I think it's that line that we're seeing. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but we just need to have it go up. And from now on, I'm probably just going to make these pieces a lot longer, since otherwise, I don't know if there's a maximum amount of pieces you can place, but it's taking a lot longer. At least the first part is going to be butter smooth. And we are going to go upside down. We're already going up. You know what? Before we go upside down, I think we should just go straight out of this hole, at least so we're out of the ground. What has happened to my camera? Why am I upside down? Okay, I don't know. Why am I building this roller coaster upside down? I cannot fix it. Whoa, this is weird. Oh god, my camera's still upside down. Oh god, guys, I think I broke my game. I don't know how I did this. Why am I upside down? Help. Let's see if rejoin fixes it. Okay, that fixed it. I don't have words. I also can say we barely made it inside of the plot. I did not realize that. All right, here we are. Yeah, we probably should go up quite a lot. And I think if I'm correct, we can slowly rotate this, or I was hoping we could. The supports of this roller coaster, by the way, are also going to be insane. out of this world. But there's nothing I can really do about it. Wait, this is already... Oh, this is already the top. Oh god, I don't think it's going to make that. So I should probably rotate this a little bit quicker and make it already go down. I should probably be testing this roller coaster, shouldn't I? Oh my god, this has to be the longest chain lift ever at this speed. I need to increase that. It is going 8 kilometers per hour. Yeah, no, let's just do that like the fastest we can. Okay, let's just do a quick look at how this coaster is going to down. Even when at the fastest speed and speeding it up, this chain lift still takes extremely long to be at the top. Alright, here we have. Of course, the coaster hasn't been smooth. I just am looking if the coaster actually makes it. So we're not going to look at the speed. We will do that at the end of the video. But oh my god, this drop is just... We don't even see what's happening. Oh my god. And then we go back up, even through the ground. I don't know even why that's happening. Now is the question, do we make it back up here? Okay. Actually, not at all. We lost a lot more speed than I was thinking. We only made it up like half of this. Well, back into construction mode and change our plan then actually a little bit. Well, to be fair, saying it only made it halfway. We still went up like 180 meters. Okay, so now it is about 180 meters. Oh no, I didn't want to press auto connect. That's a great layout. Testing this roller coaster, seeing if it makes it every time is going to take so much. No, this is not smart. I probably should just build the coaster. This view is just so crazy to see how it's... Look at this. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're not even seeing what the roller coaster is doing here. It's just, oh no, here we have a POV. Oh my god. That coaster has to be going so quick. Okay, let's actually see if it's making it up here. No, actually, it only makes it up about 150 meters. So, seems like I need to do it even earlier. I guess it's a little bit of try and error when you're building a roller coaster. That's like 20,000 foot. Okay, and now we are 140 meters. I think it should then hopefully still have somewhat of speed. But yeah, look how much, like, height we already lost. But, like, just this first element. And I don't know why, but let's just make, like, a weird rotating inversion straight after. So I'm pretty sure it will now make it. Now, I'm not going to go the whole time for the ground. I will try to avoid that as much as possible, since it just looks nicer that if the roller coaster at the top. But I guess this is probably fine. Let's see if we can create like a... I don't think this is going to be a looping. No. But we are going to make a 105 meter Immelman. Here it comes. That is a perfect speed and height, actually. So that new dive coaster somewhere, I don't know, in the Six Flags Park got announced with the highest inversion. Well, I think this one has definitely beat it with 105 meters. Okay, and now I think it's time to add like a very intense big helix at the bottom here. Like straight at the bottom at the ground. There we go. And I kind of want to do a way too fast turn, which I don't know if that is smart. But let's see if we can somewhat do this. I think we should just probably go up in another big airtime hill. Need to make sure I'm not aiming straight for the drop, since, well, we cannot go through the coaster. Oh, I am actually hearing the roller coaster somewhere. Oh, here it's coming. Oh my god. I hope... Yeah, the G-forces there are probably going to be insane. Okay, then it switches. It makes that. And then we are going to go up this. I just want to see how many meters it makes it. Okay, so about 100 meters. Okay. So if we go until about here, I think it should be able to make that. Yeah, we need to have at least one very good airtime hill, which this actually looks like it. And then straight off the airtime hill, we are just going to go into another helix. It's sort of like Intimidator or whatever it's called now, Jaguar. I actually don't know what it's called now. We are going to have some very, very fast turns. I can probably make this even tighter, like 40 degrees. That's going to be some intense G-forces. Okay, let's go sort of back up this way. And we are going to create like the biggest stall ever. Don't ask me why, but we are going to make a stall. So let's go down about probably this angle. Make sure we are going about 180 degrees. So I'm going to go 15 degrees. Then I'm going to go 7.5, 0. Again, 7.5. Then we go 15. And now we will rotate back. Now, should we add a block break section? Maybe we should. I'm not entirely sure. Let's actually first have a look if it makes it through this. So there's actually a chance it's just going to do that. I should probably lower this then a little bit. Okay, that makes it look so dumb. If we just smooth it a little bit on both sides. Yeah, that fixes it. I will make sure to smooth out the roller coaster completely at the end. I'm going to redo this. This actually looks very bad now. Okay, I think we can make a block break section here, which I don't think I actually want to have break at all. Now I need to make sure I look out actually for the drop that's here. I don't know why I angled it straight at the drop, not the smartest. But yeah, we are still like 53 meters high up with the block breaks. Like, it looks looks small because the drop is so big, but this is still extremely tall. Okay, so it's actually making it over the airtime hill. I guess you get like a little bit of floater there, and it makes it for here. Now's the question, does it make here? Okay, well, it's making a little bit too big of a stall, but it makes it, and then double up into the brake run. Pretty nice. Okay, well, there is too many supports in my screen. Okay, just because I'm building, I will turn them off in this section. There we go. And probably also at the brake. So, hey, hello. You might be very confused right now, but my camera stopped working sadly from this part on. So I've just sped up this little part, and I'm just going to do a quick voiceover while I'm building this roller coaster. And as you can see, I've actually changed the color, and I think I was talking about turning off the support so I could actually see a little bit more of when I'm building. But this last section was going to be a lot more playful, so a lot more like turns, inversions, smaller airtime hill stuff. And then I realized, wait, I need to go all the way back. So I made like this sort of like cutback. It's definitely my favorite inversion and element of this whole roller coaster. But yeah, from this point, I was just checking, okay, does it actually make that? Which I've been doing throughout the whole roller coaster. And then we started working on basically the last part going towards the end of back to the station, and it's just a lot of airtime hills. There's another version. I was like, well, let's just make it again a little bit longer, but like, I don't know, a random helix. I don't know. It was just trying to get back with some more airtime hills. Then we have like one final turn, and that will bring us back into the brakes. All right, well, that was it for the time lapse. Let's go back. And here we are. This is the roller coaster that goes all the way to the top of the plot, 255 meters or like 10,000 feet, all the way to the bottom of the plot, another 255 meters or another 10,000 feet. The first drop is probably around 20,000 feet or 500 meters, which is kinda insane. And well, I have decorated the area a little bit. I have to say that brush tube is a lifesaver. This was actually very easily to do, and it looks surprisingly good. So now that we have seen how we build it, it's finally time to have a look at the POV. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen it. I don't know how fast it goes. I am going to imagine the forces are going to be somewhat deadly. So let's have a look. While we are going up this chain lift, I want to let you know you can now become a member on my channel. There are tons of perks like early access to this video you're watching right now, or other videos I upload on my channel. There are member only videos, there are emojis, perks, and just a ton more things, just starting from $1.99. So if you want to become a member and see videos early and all the other stuff, please become a member. You can do so right here. Alright, we are actually still not at the top. Okay, here we are. This is going to be intense. Now, at the end of the POV, we will actually see what speed we have reached. But here we go. In case you missed it, let me know down in the comments how fast you think this coaster is going to go. But it almost doesn't look quick. But we are going fast. So let's go up in this spiraling. I guess you can call this a top pad, although I'm not really. It's so big, this top pad, it's kind of insane. And then we go down this roll. That is actually, I had to kind of redo it since, oh, we are hitting some trees. I might forgot to remove that. I guess that's the downside of the brush too. This Immelman is insanely big. I actually really like the terrain since it makes it look some parts a little bit higher off the ground and some parts actually very close to the ground, which I was trying to do, which I think I actually did quite good. Now we go up and we can actually see that drop on the right, and that drop is just mental. We have a nice airtime hill here actually. I really like this. We have some more floating grass. Let's have a look at the stall, guys. Yeah, no, this is an insane stall. You are dangling out of your seat right here. I just know that's happening. Then we go into another turn, and if I'm correct, we are going into like a double up, I guess, into the only block break section in case you for some reason want to run multiple trains on this. Now we have, now this is a weird inversion, but I guess it's working. You can tell that the pieces are getting smaller here and the coaster is getting, I guess, a little bit more smooth since the smoothing tool just works better when you're using small pieces. Now probably one of actually my favorite inversions of this roller coaster. I think it's like a cutback. I am correct, I'm not really sure. Now we go into the more playful part of the layout. I had to redo some of this stuff, since the smoothing tool kind of removes some of those airtime hills. But that was actually a pretty nice inversion. Of course, I didn't care too much about how the coaster's profiled, but I think it's still pretty nice actually. Then we have some nice airtime hills, and we basically lost almost all the speed. We hit one more tree and into the brakes, and back into station. We have survived. In case you want to see the entire POV of this without me and cutting a little bit through it, become a member, it's on there. Alright, but now it is time to go to testing and see how fast it has gone. I can see it has hit the G-force limit. Result, this coaster has gone 335 kilometers per hour. That is insane. And the biggest drop, guys, is 503 meters. For your Americans, that is over 20,000 feet of a drop. That's insane. The track length is actually close to 5 kilometers. I don't even know how many feet that is. 7 inversions. There's like 6 seconds of airtime. Actually, not too much. It does hit 10G. And if I have to guess where it hits at, it's down here. But for the rest of the layout, I don't think it's hitting any weird G moment. Oh. Answering the question we asked at the start, can you build a realistic roller coaster if you build from all the way to the top of the plot to the bottom of the plot? I would say yes, you can. So, in case you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more Planet Coaster 2 content, make sure to subscribe on my channel and leave a like on this video. And then guys, I will say, as always, goodbye.